Hi everyone, welcome to Yogatic. My name is Esther Ekhart and today's yoga will be for beginners. I got a few requests in from different people really, and when you're a beginner you take things slow, so any poses you do from the basic standing posture, mountain pose, Tadasana. So that's what we'll be focusing on today, and then when you really get the standing postures and know how to perform them properly, you can become more adventurous and get into those poses from different other poses. We start on hands and knees just to warm up the spine. On an in-breath, lengthen the front of the body, lift your head and tail up, pressing slightly into the hands and knees. And on an out-breath, tuck your tail and head under and lift your side waist up to the ceiling, lengthening the back body. And in the rhythm of your breath, you repeat these two movements a couple of times. On the in-breath, you lengthen, draw the shoulders back. And on an out-breath, you round the spine, lifting the side waist, releasing your head and tail down. One more time. And on an out-breath, you come back to neutral spine. Okay, then you can come to standing. And from standing, your feet are sit bone distance apart. We just take a basic mountain pose. So in mountain pose, you pull up your knees and your thighs, and you press, you pull up everything into the hips. From there, you press back out through the soles of the feet into the floor. Okay. You lengthen the side body. You lengthen through the crown of the head. Your shoulders are back and down along the spine. And you pull your belly button gently in and up a bit. Good. And just feel this pose for a moment. On an in-breath, you can bring your arms up to warm up the arms a little. And on an out-breath, bring them back down. And you can repeat that a few times. Now we're going to interlace your hands and push the palms up as you exhale. Breathing in, extend the right side of the body and the upper body moves to the left. So you press into the right foot a little. Feel the stretch on the right side. Exhaling, pulling back to center. Breathing in to the other side. Pressing into the left foot a little. Exhaling, pull back to center. Release your hands and then breathing in. And on an outward, you can come down into a forward fold. Slowly. You can place your hands either on the floor or perhaps on the legs. And on an in-breath, we take a full stretch forward. So you place your hands on the legs if you can't place them on the floor too well. And you come up as far that you feel your spine is straight. And so either your hands are here or your knees can be bent and the hands can be on the floor to make that happen. Or if the flexibility is there for you, you can do it with straight legs like this. So you can choose which variation feels best for you. From there you can step your left leg back and we are warming up the hips for a moment. Just sinking down into a lunge. And you can even place the back knee on the floor and just hang out here for a moment, just feeling the hips, pointing your toes. And then you can step your left foot forward and do the same, stepping the right leg back. And again, lowering the back knee, pointing the foot, and just feeling the hips opening here for a moment. Tuck the back toe under. You take a down dog now, so you step your back front foot to the back next to the back foot, and just lengthen. In the down dog, first you want to lift up your heels high, especially if you don't know exactly yet what it entails, and lengthen the spine. So in the down dog, I think the most important thing is for the spine to be long. And from there, you can lower the heels to the floor without compensating. So they just go as low as they go, but don't force them. Good. And then you can step both feet forward, come back into forward bend. And on an in-breath, bring your hands into your side, come up with a straight back. Exhaling. From here we're going to just take a few standing poses from this pose, and it might run into a few different videos. This is number 1. Okay, so we step the right leg back, and I'm actually going to turn around, so I'm going to do it first on the right side. So I'm just going to swivel my feet around, and the right foot is pointing towards the wall there, and my left foot is slightly pointing inward. To begin a Warrior 1, you want your feet to be on 2 train tracks. So the heels are not aligned with each other. So your left foot is a little bit out to the left and the right foot is a little bit out to the right. And it makes it easier to bring the hips face forward. Inhaling. And on an out breath, place your hands in your sides. You can begin to bend into that front knee. Good. And you might have to adjust your feet a little so that the knee ends up right over the front foot, right over the heel. And you're trying to keep your hips square to the front of the mat as much as possible, and at the same time you press through the outside of your left foot. And when you find this is about as much as you can, as far as you can go, you can bring your arms up, and they can be next to the ears a little bit where you can see them, so we're not overdoing that. Take a few breaths here. And on an in-breath, you come back up. You can keep your hands where they are, actually bring them down. And then change your feet to the other side. Then you just have to adjust again so that your feet are 2 different tracks. Left foot a little bit out to the left, right foot a little bit out to the right. Hands in the side again, inhaling, and on an out breath, bend into that left knee. Keep pressing through the outside of your right foot. So your right leg is nice and straight. And when you found your pose, you can bring your arms back up on an in-breath. And to come out, you can step your back foot forward to the basic standing position and just feel what it has done for the hips. And that was Warrior 1. Then we can go into Warrior 2. You step your right leg back again and we pivot the feet back to that side. You keep your body facing the long side of the mat. Your right foot is totally out. You lift your left heel up and you push it back a bit so that the left toes are pointing slightly in. Breathing in, bring the arms up sidewards. And on an out breath, just bend into that right knee. And check. See that your knee is in line with the first 2 toes. And then you can bring your right arm in alignment with the right leg and your left arm in alignment with the left leg. And you can find depth again without the knee buckling in. That's the one thing to watch. Looking over the right arm. And also a thing to remember is that your body, upper body, wants to be in a right angle with the floor. On an in-breath, extend that front leg, pivot over the heels so that the feet are pointing to the left. Make sure you lift up that right heel a bit and push it back. Inhaling, and on an out breath, sink into the left knee. Breathing in. On an in-breath, back up. Release your arms, and to come out, you step your back foot forward again. Okay, till so far, these 2 poses. Keep looking out for the next beginners, Yoga for Beginners number 2. And we'll go through a few more standing poses, and we don't have to do the warm-up again. So we'll build up to, till you get a good basic sense of all the different standing poses. You can begin to strengthen your body that way, and that'll help you to prepare for the more adventurous part of yoga. See you next time.